Roger. Stand by. Target destroyed.
You know, we want those players to have a safe place.
On the move. I'm eyes on.
A safe place.
Contact! General, I got a Legion firing on my position.
Secure that payload now.
Sergeant Kamenov, we have coalition fighters in the AO.
A safe place.
A safe place.
That's right, gamers. Joe Seacott wants you to have a safe place. A nice, cushy area where you can grab your favorite teddy bear and your nicest, softest blankie, and you can just cuddle on up on one of the oldest and most lethal maps that you could possibly have put into the game. But it's okay, because Papa Joe's got your back. Yes, if you hadn't have guessed it, Papa Joe and his team have gone ahead and got their dirty little fingers into Crash. A map that they didn't actually have to do much tuning to get it into this game. Season 1 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare is here, folks. We got it, it's installed, it's ready to rumble, and I got into my first game of Crash, and to be honest, they really did bend this frickin' map over a table, huh? I couldn't get any, like, TDM style game modes. I played on Crash 24/7 playlist for as about as much as I could handle of this map, and I didn't get any TDM modes, and I just couldn't bring myself to continue to play Crash any longer, so I'm just going to use this gameplay, even though I don't think I did very well. Crash has some pretty neat safe spots, right here. Your nice little head glitchy spots, you got one on each side where you can hide. There's an entrance in the rear that you can cover with your claymores, and there's a little thing you can stand on so you can peek your head out. The three story in the top left has now got upgraded with some doors. And we all know how much we love the doors in this game. Maybe not we, but Joe likes his doors, right? Joe's a big purveyor of doors. As you probably have guessed, I'm not a big fan of what they've done to Crash. The original map was pretty good. They didn't have to screw it up, but they decided to screw with it anyway. On top of them coming out with Crash, the other two maps that they said that were gonna come out with this Battle Pass Season 1 update have yet to arrive. I was under the assumption that they were gonna give us, you know, everything that was in their little flyer, you know, their little roadmap for Season 1, but nope. It's just this map and the Ground War map, it looks like, and I have not touched the Ground War map. I don't really like Ground War, but a couple of YouTubers that I've been keeping up with recently, they said that it's crap, and they're gonna go back with the other Ground War maps, the farm map. Battle Pass, oddly enough, I did not have to pay for the Battle Pass. I already had 1,100 CoD points in my little bank from whatever. I have no idea how I got them, but they've been there since I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so I just used those points that I already had to grab the Battle Pass and see what it's all about. This is all reminiscent of something else, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. But with everybody in the development team and in the studio saying, oh, this is gonna be our biggest content update we've ever done, and it's gonna be the most stuff that you've ever seen come to a game after launch, and blah 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 blah. I mean, it's not hard when you take a completed game and you pillage it for parts, and then you just give us those parts back later on. It's not hard to have the biggest content update that you're ever gonna have for any game that you've ever made when you already made all of that content for the original game and then took it all out. And I just can't remember where this has happened before. Destiny, is that you? Aw, you little whippersnapper. How could I have forgotten about what Activision did to you? Yes, that's right, Activision does have a habit of pulling apart their games and giving them back to us and telling us that they're working really hard on all this new stuff. When really, this was all part of the original game to begin with, and they're just feeding it back to us. That and some recycled maps from 10 years ago. Without further ado, here's your battle pass for season 1. Nice fancy welcome to the battle pass screen, followed by buy this now, with the tier 99 corruptor and the tier 85 gilded being the go-to show-offy items in the battle pass here. And there you go. Hit the buy button, you get a nice fancy battle pass graphic. And as you can see, I've already unlocked quite a bit of it already. You start out with everyone's favorite Mary Sue character, followed by this Nightshade guy, a snazzy watch that displays your level, and I don't think it does much more than that, just your account level while you're playing. You can look at it on your wrist. An experience token, a weapon skin, calling card that none of this stuff, like none of these calling cards or emblems or anything like that, mean anything. So I'm not going to use any of them that come from the battle pass because no one gives a shit about it. If you're using this stuff in game, then people are just going to look at you like, okay, well, he has the battle pass. Congratulations on being able to spend $10. You know, this stuff is useless, man. If you want to do anything, if you want your battle pass to have anything meaningful in it, give us like neat character skins or something like that. Don't give us stuff that you should actually be earning as rewards for your battle pass. But that's neither here nor there. So we've got all that stuff. A knife skin that is not anything special. It looks like a frickin' kitchen knife or a utility knife. You get some COD points, more experience. You get another weapon skin that doesn't really look like much. A charm that's just a box. Another skin for an operator that's really lackluster and boring. A sticker, equally as boring. There's the Holger 26, I don't have it yet. I'll do a video on that whenever I get to that, but that's there. So you've got to get 14 levels into the battle pass to get to that, when you should have just got it for, you know, having the game. You have to unlock it now. The question I have here is, what if you miss this battle pass and the next battle pass comes out? And you know, or you didn't play much of this battle pass and you didn't get to rank 14 and you didn't get the Holger 26. When the next battle pass comes out, does that mean you just don't get these weapons? That would mean that anybody that was playing at this point of time now has an advantage. Thus assuming that these guns are any good. I mean, they could be garbage, but at the same time, that's content that you know, that's weapons in the game that you might not be able to get again, which is silly. More calling cards, more weapon skins, more operator skins. All of them are incredibly underwhelming. Another emblem that no one's going to care about because it's just a battle pass thing. Experience, card points, another charm. You know, I don't have to go too deep into this. There's the Ram 7. That's 30 tiers up, and it just brings back the same question that I had about the last weapon. If you don't get to this before the next battle pass comes out, you're just shit out of luck. You don't get the Ram 7, you don't get the Holger 26, right? You get another watch. I don't know what the significance of this one is, besides that it tells the time. More emblems, more gun skins, more operator skins. Now that I think about it, why isn't Nikto part of the battle pass as well? So there's a whole nother operator in here that isn't part of the battle pass, and they're gonna sell it in the at a later date. Look, unlocked by purchasing operator in the store. So we don't even get the second operator in the battle pass. What a waste! They're milking you dry, dudes. I'm happy that I got this for free. I'm happy that I didn't have to pay for this, but my God, this is all boring. Nobody, like, no one's gonna see that on your account and think, you know, that you did anything to achieve it. And then you get to the very end, and what is your big reward for making it to the highest tier of the battle pass? That's right, a blueprint that's really underwhelming, and probably the most underwhelming skin I've seen for all the operators ever. Quite literally, old school camo and a helmet. What is with, like, Apex Legends did this with their first battle pass, and it was just as boring and just as lackluster, and everybody got pissed off because it was just pointless. It was the most pointless battle pass I'd ever seen. And then they had to make up for it. And when they tried to make up for it, all they did was make people even more mad because they just charged a bunch of money for, you know, the good stuff. And that seems to be a running trend with these battle passes, right? They just give us a whole bunch of crap that's really really should have been rewards for playing the game. There really should have been rewards for doing well. Like, some of the art and some of these calling cards and some of these emblems would have done really well as something that you earned for being good at the game, or, you know, kicking ass, killing a whole bunch of people with headshots with a certain gun. Like, you know, 1,000 pistol headshots gets you that calling card with the 2 operators on it. That would be pretty dope, right? You'd be proud to have that. Instead, you just get it for spending money on them. It's stupid. It's really stupid. It's almost like you get out of high school and you save up all of your money from your first ever job. It was a really crappy job, but you made just enough money to buy, I don't know, a crappy little Porsche. It cost you about $5,000, but it's your Porsche, and you worked really hard for it. You got it, and you know, it's dope. And you fix it up, and you make it look real nice. You spend some more money on it. Hell yeah, dude. And then the kid down the street buys the exact same Porsche that's already all done up, right out the gate for 10 grand. And it just, like, he drives the shit out of it. He scratches it all up. He messes it all up. Because he doesn't care about it. Because he didn't earn it. He didn't kick ass for that car. You did. And you're gonna take care of it. Because you worked really hard for it. And it's the same with all this stuff in this battle pass. Nobody worked hard for these. Nobody worked hard for any of this stuff, so nobody's gonna use it. So all of that artwork is gonna go to waste. And I'm really interested to see what happens with those 2 weapons if people don't get to the tier where they earn it. Does that now mean that they don't get it at all? This is all bringing up a lot of questions that I really want answers for now. Crash is not very fun. They've widened it, you know, they've added more parts to it and made it a little bit bigger. They've added safe spaces to it. They've added headshot glitch spots to it and doors all over the goddamn place, and it's a mess, dudes. I don't recommend this map to anybody right now. It's actually pretty crap. They did do some obligatory bug fixes and changes, and I'll go over those real quick for you guys. They added Reinforce, the game mode. I still haven't had a chance to give that a try, but when I do give it a try, I'll let you guys know how it is. They added Ramaza and Gunrunner to TDM 20 and Dom 20. Added night maps to hardcore TDM, Search and Destroy, and Cyber Attack. They removed Gun Game. It's available on Private Match, but they removed Gun Game, which was a terrible idea because Gun Game was dope. They removed Shoot House 24/7, obviously. And they removed 2v2 Gunfight Tournament, which was kind of crap. Riot Shield, tuning how the Riot Shield protects against grenades when thrown at the player's feet. And reduced explosive damage within certain ranges. So, a couple of patches ago, they expanded upon explosive damage within certain ranges, and now they're going back on that. Fixed a bug with Final Kill Cam would appear under the map when a player got struck by thermite or Simtax on the lower part of the body. Fixed an issue where players stuck inside the infantry assault vehicle would not take damage from thermite. Fixed for a bug where attempting to scroll to the bottom of the recent players list could cause the list to read no recent players and return to the top. Gunfight fixes win by 2 setting at the to the end of the game properly once the conditions have been met. Missions and challenges, they added all of those to the Spec Ops thing. Improved effectiveness of Full Metal Jacket on kill streaks. That's a pretty good buff right there. Fix for the cluster strike dealing damage inconsistently when targeting a VTOL jet. The 357 buckshot reduced damage range, reduce effective hipfire damage, tune spread adjustments from barrel attachments. Menu damage stat bar adjustments for miscellaneous LMGs. Fixed a bug where the informant can be dropped in bad positions near enemy soldiers in Operation Harbinger. Added a checkpoint after the 3rd hack on Operation Brimstone. Fixed a bug where players could become stuck after going to the last stand while breaching the trains in Operation Brimstone. Enemies in white trucks now exit their vehicles. Keyboard and mouse. Leaderboards will no longer display complete gamer tags. This should help higher profile leaderboards users from receiving too many invites. Fix an issue where players could not be able to mantle while strafing with keyboard and mouse. Increase turn rate while aiming with a tank. Adjust the camera orbit turn rate while driving a vehicle using keyboard and mouse. The keybind vehicle camera recenter is now linked to melee by default. Default on E, mouse 4. And recentering on the camera has been improved. Improvements for the camera transitions with free camera and aerial camera in CODcaster. Added a kill streak view option when using the portrait list, added arrows under the players when using aerial camera view, added a skull icon on the minimap where players die. And that looks like about it for the patch notes, my dudes. That's everything that that they did there. Now, it was a large update in file size, right? So they got us there. It is a big update. They did give us, you know, a whole battle pass. They did give us a whole map. You know, some weapons and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say that it's the worst freaking update I've ever seen. It is a good update. It's just that it's still boring, man. Like, the #1 criticism of this game that I and many others have right now is that the game is too boring. And I thought that they were gonna add something a little bit more exciting to the game than an old map and some weapons that some people might not even be able to unlock right away. And if they don't unlock them in this battle pass, what happens when the next battle pass comes out? Are they gonna lose out on those weapons? Like, who knows? I'm going to, this is where I'm gonna end the video for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you know when I make another video. Give it a like, give it a comment, tell me where I suck, where I did really good, and ta-ta for now, my dudes.